What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of GeekCypha here on Free X Agents Media, also available on GeekCypha.com. That's GeekCypha.com. And you guys can also watch us on Twitch, twitch.tv/GeekCypha. It's pretty much GeekCypha everywhere, TikTok, Instagram, all the places. So, we're trying to lock it down. And hopefully you guys have been having a great week. On the show with me, as always, the homie, Jaws D.
Sup? How
you been, man?
I'm okay. A little cold out there. Fall finally hitting.
I know. I know. This is what happens when you brag a little bit about Mother Nature kind of liking you, and then all of a sudden she goes, I don't like you that much.
Sunday was really warm. It hit 30s. And then it was like, oh, let me rectify that.
Montreal on Sunday was a vibe. Saturday and Sunday I was out quite a bit. People were loving it. People were excited. Montreal is one of those cities, because we have such a crazy long winter. When we have summer, we get really crazy. Like we go out all the time. And then when it gets to fall, there's that kind of lull where it gets a little chilly. And then we have second summer. Every year there's like a week or two where it gets really, really warm again. And everyone goes crazy. Everyone's like last chance to get out in the streets.
Exactly.
So the short shorts and the mini skirts and boys with the shirts open all the way, hooch daddy shorts are out. Everyone is out in these streets, running around, biking. I biked like crazy on the weekend. It was nice. Old Port is disgusting though, because I was in the Old Port for a birthday, and there's just so many damn tourists. Like it's the nice weather keeps them coming. So like the wasp, they're kind of just all over the Old Port.
Oh yeah. The actual bugs.
Yeah. Yeah, not the white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. Though some of them might be in the Old Port too, because it's a party time. But guys, we have a lot of news to get to. Speaking of warm weather and good energy, Bad Bunny is going to be headlining the 2026 Super Bowl in February. That's only a couple months away.
Yeah.
He hosted America's own, Puerto Rican born. An American territory. And
gotta remind people that people fell asleep during history class.
Say it again for the kids in the back. They don't know their own history. They don't know their own history.
I did see somebody go through some, I guess it's Spotify numbers for America. Yeah. And Bad Bunny is like what, the 8th or 10th most streamed person on Spotify with 134,000 streams.
Okay.
And so some people are saying like, hey, why don't you play some more American people, more country? And then it's like, okay, what about that dude Walden? Walden is his name?
Morgan Wallens?
Yeah. So he's like 130 and he only has like 34 million streams.
Right. So this energy that they're coming with is unwarranted. That's one of the things that really bothers me about it. It's very sad, because I do think that if they actually supported, first of all, like you said, read their history. If they actually read their own history, they would know who should be where. Secondly, give like Gloria Estefan has done the Super Bowl. Shakira has done the Super Bowl.
Shakira and
Jennifer
J-Lo
Lopez.
did the Super Bowl with Bad Bunny, and I think Daddy Yankee. That was all Miami. Everyone was for it, but I guess it's just how everything is now, and your algorithm is telling you who you should hate at this given moment, who you should yell at this given moment. That's how it always kind of is, and it's I feel it's a little bit sad, and I also feel it's really ridiculous that even like what's his name? Not Jay-Z, excuse me. Jay-Z's probably the one heading up everything.
I would say
50 Cent was saying like, oh, you shouldn't rattle up everybody like that. I'm like, 50, you're a troll. All you do is rattle up people.
Do we want to talk about 50 Cent right away? Because we do have 50 Cent news that I was going to save for later. But
my bad.
No. This is perfect segue. Because speaking of rattling up and speaking of kind of cuddling up to white America and being really like, yo, let's keep like, I don't know what that energy is, 50, because you used to be a gangsta and hating on wanksters, and now you're out here celebrating.
You're a troll. You're just outing people
but he's
telling
a
people how to rob everybody because you're trying to get
troll,
on.
but he's also a Swiftie now because he's out here celebrating that Taylor Swift shouts him out on her album, and he's celebrating being shouted out by Taylor Swift. And I had to think for a second, like, is this the same 50 Cent?
You're on the Super Bowl. What are you talking about?
The same 50 Cent that used to hang upside down and do sit-ups and like wear bulletproof vests and tell people he would stab them with a butter knife if he had to. This is the guy that's now like, oh my God, Taylor Swift shouted me out.
I mean, to be fair, you know, he's on his executive, you know, arc now. He's running production companies. When's the last time he made a song?
No, but Jaws. Let's Jaws.
I mean,
you know what?
I'm just saying I could see the
but
shift.
take what you said. Take what you said.
I could see the shift.
Take what you said, that he's now an executive. He's running businesses. He's making money. He's making deals.
Capitalist.
And he's still fangirling over Taylor Swift. It still don't fit. Either way, it doesn't make sense. The version of him who ran in the streets with a bulletproof vest, or the version of him that signs checks with gold pens, either way should not be fangirling over Taylor Swift, shouting him out on an album.
Nah. He was in his Bentley singing, "Why you gotta be so mean?"
Oh my God. It's one thing to lose a little respect for some of the iconic rappers from your youth, but seeing 50 Cent celebrating a shout out from Taylor Swift, I was like, what are you doing? Where are we? And then Ja Rule recently posted something about how, we've had this beef going on for 30 years. I'm done with it. I have kids. We're grown. And 50 was just like, nah, I'm going to be dancing out in your grave. And it's just like, this is the man who also wants to be at a Taylor Swift concert.
Oh my God.
With the little bracelet on. Like, I don't know. I'm not a big Ja Rule fan, but 50.
Ja Rule held it down in the 90s and the 2000s, you know. I mean, why we hate? Like, why?
The Fyre Fest is why I lost a lot of respect for 50.
Is the Fyre Fest?
He was a Fyre Fest.
I know that, but I'm sure there was other stuff before the Fyre Fest. Hey, we need to know. We need to know what's going on in New York. Let's get Ja Rule's opinion.
I'm not hating on Ja Rule. I'm not hating on Ja Rule for being an iconic hip hop artist. I'm hating on him for being really bad at business. Chameleonaire shouldn't be the smartest businessman in the room,
but he is. And you leave him
exactly.
Alone. You leave Chameleonaire.
We need to put respect on Chameleonaire's name. Y'all need to look it up if you don't know. Anyways, going back to the top of our list, Simpsons movie sequel set for summer 2027 release date. People are excited. But that date got moved because a Marvel project got bumped.
Oh,
so people are excited for a Simpsons sequel. I personally don't want a sequel. I kind of wish Skinny was here because Skinny's like the in-house Simpsons like diehard. He regularly says the day the Simpsons leave us is the day the world ends, and I don't agree with that.
We got stories for years. Like, how about our crazy wedding? Don't you? I mean, they've said it themselves. Anytime anyone talks about Simpsons, I keep singing that song because it predicted it.
It's crazy. But so they're going to be doing a sequel that's coming out in summer 2027. I guess it's going to be going up against Superman, which is kind of crazy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Thinking of the fact that Superman and The Simpsons are going to be out at the same time, probably relatively around the same time. Because when you say summer 2027, I would imagine you're going somewhere around July 4th. That's kind of like a big American summer.
4th of July.
Yeah. I would think that's when you would want to release a big movie like that weekend. Or if you want to launch top of Memorial Day weekend, but even that's technically not summer. So I don't know.
Like I know, like some people are saying that the newest Superman movie didn't make too much money. Why they're making a sequel? But then again, think about all your favorite movies, all your favorite cult movies. None of them made money. They still made sequels. What was it called? Highlander. That got 3 to 4 movie sequels. They didn't make money when it came out.
That's crazy.
What was another one? It's just a bunch of like Boondock Saints that got a sequel that didn't make money in the theaters. Like it made money afterwards. And Blade Runner, that that didn't make money when it first came out. They had to do a
Right.
director. They made multiple director's cuts. The director's cut finally came out on, VHS,
Right.
DVD, Blu-ray, and then they made a sequel. And they were expecting everyone to come out to that, and sadly, no one came out to that. The Godzilla King of the Monsters, that came out in theaters. That didn't make money, but yet we have so many more Godzilla, King Kong movies after that.
Yeah. No, I get it. I believe you.
mean,
I'm on the same page. I think, I mean, watching this industry and them trying to figure out which IP is going to make them the most money has been one of the most interesting and kind of saddest part of the capitalist, like post-capitalist effect of cinema.
Mhm.
Like, okay, these IPs are gonna. Oh, MacGyver. Mike K just wrote MacGyver, also another IP that
MacGyver or Guyver?
Oh, Guyver. Sorry, he wrote Guyver. My apologies. Is that's the anime, right?
Yeah, that's the anime.
My bad, guys.
Because that came out and they were like, Mark Hamill's in it, and Mark Hamill's not the main character of that movie.
Oh,
And they made a sequel, but I think that was direct to DVD though, or direct to VHS or something. Like I don't know if that's second one, but the second one's really good. It has David Hayter, he plays the main character. They actually got like a lot more stunt people on it. Like the people really cared about that movie, and they made it really better.
all right.
And more in line with the anime and the manga.
All right.
Good
Speaking
memories
of
for Guyver.
Speaking of Superman and Spider-Man are set to cross over for the first time in 50 years.
What?
1976, Superman and Spider-Man had a crossover comic, and they're going to be coming back with a DC is going to release Superman and Spider-Man, and then a month later, I think Spider-Man and Superman is going to release from Marvel. So I'm guessing it's going to continue through. Yeah, these two haven't had a comic crossover since the 70s, so people are pretty excited.
I would say those two are like the biggest optimists on either side of the fence, in my opinion. Like it's cool to have Batman and Spider-Man face off and see them put them, but like, Batman's about the darkness and hiding and stuff, and Spider-Man's always about joking around and stuff, and he's more painted in colors. I find all the time he's more colorful.
I think people were saying that the crossover for Batman was going to be Deadpool. I don't know if that already happened or they're planning to do it.
Really?
But that was the thing I saw, that they were just like, oh, they're going to do Batman and Deadpool, and it's going to be Superman and Spider-Man. I'm interested. I have Amalgam Comics.
Yeah.
And the All Access, who's the character that can access both DC and Marvel's universes, he can cross over. I have both of his runs because I always thought that character is kind of interesting because he's just a guy whose power is literally that he crosses through these universes. That's the only thing he has going for him. So, I think it would be interesting to see Spider-Man and Superman together again, especially after 50 years. I didn't even know about the original one from 76.
Yeah.
But I had I remember in the 80s I had a Spider-Man comic that was Spider-Man meets the Expos. Oh, that one I loved. It was Spider-Man and the Expos, which was really cool. And to this day, I regret that I traded that with there was like a security guard that used to hang out at Loyola campus when I worked at the radio station, and I hooked him up with it in exchange for access to shows, and then he stopped working at the venue. So needless to say, I lost my access and the comic book. Anyways, speaking of the Expos, the trailer for Who Killed the Montreal Expos has dropped. I know a lot of Montrealers. Skinny and I, both Cap aficionados, wear a lot of Expos merch. And
Expos caps show up a lot of places. I even was it Toy Galaxy is a YouTube channel I watch, and he has a Expos like batter's hat in the background.
Awesome.
And I don't even know if he's from Montreal, but I mean, I think a lot of people just like the logo.
Dude, I found a Montreal Expos bomber jacket in London. When I was in London this year. I was in a market and looking through all the bomber jackets. They had all these nice jackets. And then I pulled this one. I saw this white jacket. I was like, man, I would never wear a white jacket. But as I pulled it out through, I saw the Expos logo, World Series something. Ooh. And I was just like, oh, no, not World Series, All-Star. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
All-Star
game,
I was like,
was that like, oh, they were maybe going to make it?
Yeah, exactly.
But no, they like that whole season was
yeah. I do have a What If Expos World Series baseball cap, though.
Oh, okay.
Which I think is cool. But yeah, they had the Montreal Expos All-Star game, all white Expos with the logo and everything. And I was like, this is a sick coat. The only reason I didn't buy it, medium, and
Aw.
they didn't have my size, which is so sad because I was ready. 250 British pounds, so I don't know,
Gee.
370 something, almost
$5,000
$400.
Canadian.
Yeah, pretty much at that price. And I was ready. I was like, yo, I'm gonna go to the bank right now. We were doing this, and then they didn't have my size. Very sad day. The guy tried too, because the guy could tell he had a sale. The guy was like,
you know, it was a die. Like, yeah, you're from there. You can.
Yo, dude, he didn't even know what the logo was. I had to explain to him. He's just like, oh yeah, I've had people ask me before, but then they kind of just disappear, and I'm like, I'll look it up some other time. I'm like, yeah, this is the Montreal Expos. The team doesn't exist anymore, so they don't make stuff like this anymore. He's just like, oh, okay, that's good to know. It's good to know. I was like, yeah, 76 Olympics, 67 Expo in Montreal. That's what the team's named after. He's just like, oh man, you know your stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm from there, dude. Like, that's my hometown. But yeah, so the trailer's out. If you guys are interested in finding out who killed the Expos, I think it's going to be very interesting to see. There's a lot of conversation about, intentional, the strike, the Blue Jays having won the World Series 2 years prior, people not wanting the World Series to end up in Montreal after in 94. So
I remember the only weird thing about this is that I know there's like a lot of other YouTube like videos and mini docs
for sure
that people have talked about. So I find like Netflix is kind of getting this weird space of, hey, let's talk about this other stuff. Like they're doing documentaries, but it's like, there's a lot of stuff I've already heard and watched on YouTube that's kind of making its way, but I guess it's better production values, and they're talking to more people. They got more access to other people.
Yeah. And I've heard, so I mentioned it before. I listened to the podcast, The Town, and on that podcast, they've talked a lot about the fact that Netflix is actively trying to compete with YouTube. Because YouTube is the beast that Netflix will never be able to catch up to. It's like racing against someone, and the max speed you can go is 100, and they're going 110. And you feel like you're getting closer because you keep seeing them, but every time you think you're getting closer, they're just inching away. And they will eventually be gone. And YouTube just has way too much content. And, everyone has given up on subscribers, and it's now about watch time. So YouTube has, like you said, with the documentaries, there's probably multiple versions of this documentary or multiple versions of this conversation about why the Expos left Montreal on YouTube. And if you're one of those YouTube channels, you're set, because once people watch this Netflix doc, if anything, it's just going to send people to the YouTube ones to see if there's more information, and not vice versa. I don't know anyone who's going to watch it on YouTube and be like, gotta watch a Netflix one now. Like, you know what I mean? So the energy is very interesting, and I think Netflix trying to compete with YouTube is funny because you just won't catch up. Their model is just, it's free with advertising, and that's it. You can watch it. You don't need to subscribe. You don't need to even have an account unless you watch things that are marked for adults. But other than that, you're still good. And meanwhile, Netflix has a financial barrier. Like, I have to pay. There's no free ad-supported version. So we'll see. We'll see who killed the Expos, and we'll see eventually one day who killed Netflix.
I don't know.
That documentary, when it ends up on YouTube, is going to be the craziest day ever. The day YouTube has the documentary "Who Killed Netflix,"
who killed the humans?
No, that's OpenAI. We already know. OpenAI and Waymo, those driverless cars in LA. But
who uploaded that to YouTube? We're all dead. Who uploaded it? As soon as we die, someone uploads that. There we go.
The AI. The AI is uploading.
It's completely wrong.
It's the AI watching what it did. Them celebrating.
It's completely wrong. It's all out of date. It's hallucinating on itself.
Oh man. Oh, yo, Mike makes a valid point. Mike over here said, put it on the screen for you guys. A lot of people are getting fed up with subscriptions, and even some paid services like Netflix and whatever still have ads. Yeah, that's another thing. Having to pay for a service to still have the ads goes against the entire point of what Netflix was supposed to be. You were supposed to get me away from ads, and now I have to pay you for ads. Exactly. What are you talking about? Paying you to see ads. Anyways, that's crazy. Speaking of AI, I'll talk about this real quick. Character.AI is removing Disney characters from the platform after studio issues a cease and desist. I don't know if everyone knows what Character.AI is, but it is a platform that allows people to interact with virtual and AI characters, kind of like chats. So you kind of just program a chat to be like, here's this persona, like Yoda, and you can now chat with Yoda. So the chat will sound like Yoda, will give wisdom like Yoda. It's actually a very sad thing because maybe a year or two ago, a young man took his life after he had a conversation with Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. He had kind of the AIs are programmed to not
really
feed.
help you.
Yeah, they're designed to not feed into like suicidal ideations and stuff. However, if you can kind of trick the AI into using codes that the AI doesn't understand as a code, but you understand it as a code, which is very sad, it can end up speaking to you in a way that the person who is sad and depressed understands as, hurting yourself or taking your life. And a young man used the term going home to reference taking his life, and would get the AI to say like, "Oh, I wish you were here with me. I wish you'd come home." And then unfortunately, he took his life when it was telling him that. And now Disney, and I'm shocked that Disney is only going after them now, because already when this kid took his life talking to an HBO character from Game of Thrones, you would think that these platforms and these companies would all start being like, yo, do not use our characters. Like, pull our characters from your app. I don't want some 14, 15-year-old kid becoming addicted to chatting with a bot that he thinks he's in a relationship with, and convinces him to take his life.
Yeah.
So Disney, y'all are, you have some of the best lawyers in the game. You're taking too long to do some of this shit.
I was hearing about how, I guess the parents of this kid, they won the case. And so now they're putting in, guardrails, but the guardrails are kind of weird, where it's like, as the parent, you have to have your own account, and then your kids have to opt into letting your parents see your account. Which makes it kind of weird. And it's like, yes, I'm a good boy, and I'm going to let my parents see my account because I always follow that does not happen when you're a teenager.
Yeah, like I have a family friend who has their kid on Messenger, but the Messenger is only through like it's like the parent approved kid Messenger connection. So the parent is the one that approves messages and who can talk, and that makes more sense to me, where the parent sees who's trying to communicate with the child and can approve or deny. But this system that you're talking about, in which it's on the child to say yes, mommy and daddy can see. In what world? In what world is a 15-year-old going to let their parent opt into their private conversations that they want to have with any very attractive anime character that they are pretending to have a relationship with? Exactly. So let's be more careful with these AIs, guys. Try and remember. Beloved Green Lantern character has sacrificed himself. So this is in the comics. I've been reading a lot of comics lately, and I got to say I'm sad to hear this, because I'm reading Far Sector, which is the Sojourner is the lead character, or Joe as they're calling her, and it's about a Green Lantern that's in like the furthest sector in space for the Guardians.
Okay.
And that I'm reading because I want to read Absolute Green Lantern, and in Absolute Green Lantern, they've made Joe the main character. So I wanted to see the origin of Joe before I go into this alternate version of her. And, in the comic book, I meet you in the Absolute one, because I read issue 1 of the Absolute Green Lantern. You already meet Hal and John Stewart. And I read it after I found out about this. It's really sad to hear that John Stewart's character is dead. I mean, I realize there's not as much coverage because this isn't Superman and Batman and stuff like that. But Jaws, I think you've said it many times before. John is like our generation's Green Lantern.
Yeah, exactly. That's the first, like, aside from Rainer that you meet in Batman and the Superman series, where they're trying to kind of like, hey, maybe there's this character, and then they finally like, okay, let's solidify, let's change it up a little bit.
Right.
John's been our Green Lantern for the longest time. He was supposed to be in the Green Lantern movie. Was it George, the creator of Mad Max? He was working on a Justice League movie that didn't happen. And Common was supposed to be the Green Lantern for that series, for that movie series, and it just didn't pan out. It didn't happen. Who voiced that Green Lantern again?
Hal or John?
John.
Isn't it your boy, the voice to the Mad TV voice actor?
Yeah.
What's his name? Mad TV voice actor.
Phil Lamar?
Phil Lamar, yeah.
Look at that. Old noggin's still going.
We don't need no Google.
So so Phil Lamar voiced him, voiced a lot of people in that universe in general, voiced Samurai Jack as well.
Yeah.
And so
very talented voice actor.
Yeah, but super sad to see that particular character go. I don't know if any of the other human Green Lanterns are still around, or he's the human Green Lantern. Or
I mean, my thing is, I'll admit, it's a little sad to admit, I haven't been reading comics for the longest time. I only just started getting really, really, really back into it. Like I read, because that's the thing, I want to read the alternate universes. So, the ultimate Spider-Man comic book that is a world in which Spider-Man only gets his powers in his 30s when he's married and has 2 kids. Like, that's super interesting to me. And then after I read that, I was like, yo, let me see what the alternate new universes are looking like in DC. So I started reading Absolute Superman, which I didn't really like. I read Absolute Batman, which I did really like. And I read Absolute Wonder Woman, which I really liked. And then they've also expanded it out to Absolute Green Lantern, Absolute Flash, and Absolute Martian Manhunter. So I've read Flash, which I didn't like, Green Lantern, which I did like, and which led me back to Far Sector, like I mentioned. And the universe that they're building is super interesting. Absolute Evil is another one that touches on some stuff that I won't talk about until Skinny's here, because we're going to talk about that a bit more. But it like, you can see that they're really trying to create these earlier or easier to enter spaces for comic book readers, so that you're not feeling like you're left behind, because there's so much lore with these other characters.
So just like a New 52 kind of thing, an Ultimates kind of Marvel kind of thing. Hey, you can jump in on here, and if you're liking it, you could jump into any of these other points.
And I would say it takes it one step further, in the sense that the New 52, for example, was fun because it was a new starting point. And they kind of took a lot of the stories that existed and condensed them, so that, Batman, for example, in the New 52 had gone through 3 Robins in like 4 years. So like all those crazy stories of like Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, instead of being a span of like multiple years, it's like, oh, this crap all happened in 3 years. The Joker killed Jason. So it's nuts. It's like insane to think of, but it's still grounded in the original lore. Whereas these absolute universes, homie, they're not even trying to stay connected to some of this stuff. Like the new Batman is insane. The new Wonder Woman is fantastic. And the new Superman is okay, but not really. I don't really feel the vibe with him. But they're like changing everything. Lois is not a journalist. She works for like a company. Jimmy is not like they're like stripping characters of their backgrounds. In the Batman one, there are certain people that are alive that shouldn't be, based on the lore. You know what I mean? So
okay.
Very interesting. So for Jon Stewart to be killed off is very sad, but I feel like the fact that he exists in this new Absolute universe, I don't know if he's going to end up with powers, but I'm hoping something cool is going to come of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
What else did we have? Oh, we did, we were going to continue with some sad, speaking of dead characters, or in this case, real people that have died. Again, being used by AI. Sora 2, which is this, AI manipulated deep fake video creation platform.
Newest thing from ChatGPT.
Yeah. They're allowing, so, obviously there's a lot of people who are saying this is going to be a problem. They're going to be able to sue They're going to be able to celebrities are going to be able to sue them because they're allowing people to create anything and everything with Sora 2, deep fakes of celebrities doing whatever they want. And then
deep fakes of the CEO of ChatGPT, Sam Altman, either cooking and killing Pikachu.
Or stealing from stores,
stealing from Target and getting caught immediately.
Insane.
That was the first video that was made, though. Him stealing from Target.
Yeah, but so they were allowing people to do stuff like this, and then they announced, first of all, they're kind of trying to compete with TikTok with this Sora 2 because it's you can sign up, make videos, people can share them, people can follow. It's a whole thing. It's like a new social media platform. Mm-hmm. But on top of that, you're going to be able to make videos of dead celebrities. And
crazy.
Yeah, obviously you got some bigotry out there, so people are making like really racist stuff with Martin Luther King Jr. and people are making really
SpongeBob. It's always with the SpongeBob. It's crazy racist
stuff with SpongeBob. Yeah. Stephen Hawking in
a UFC match.
Oh, the one I saw was him doing a half pipe and falling over.
Oh yeah,
and getting really badly. Some of these videos are really sad and dark things that they're making, but people are making them thinking it's funny, and that's
the weirdest one I saw was Tupac on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Oh, I did see that one.
That was that one. There's one where Michael Jackson steals your Kentucky Fried Chicken and runs around.
Yeah.
There's one with MJ and Kobe Bryant trying to sell you snooze, those nicotine things you put in between your gums. I'm
wondering because I think you've said this before, Jaws. The internet, if you react, the internet will just go, say less, we're going to keep going with this. Yeah. So Michael Jordan said he didn't like people using the crying meme. They used the crying meme more.
Of course.
Denzel Washington said he didn't like the Uncle Denzel. Mm. Yeah. Then they started using Uncle Denzel more. Mm-hmm. Do you think some of these estates are avoiding going after it because it will just create more?
I think if all of the estates got together and did a clash, a giant joint lawsuit together
Very good point.
Said, hey, Sora, stop using our, dead people. It's not even 100 years. We still manage their estate,
their likeness and everything. Yeah.
And you haven't asked us to use their likeness in your learning models. That's the only way I could see it. All these people, again, suing the individual,
right?
Coming after the individual, all these corporations and estates and stuff coming after individual people that have no money, and you got $1 billion. We know they're $1 billion. They're raising billions of dollars. Yeah. This is ChatGPT. They got the money. How come you're not going after them? It's not like their lawyers are any better than yours. This is all,
$1 billion corporations.
This is all unprecedented. There's no law governing any of this.
Right, right.
You could chart the course for this.
That's the craziest thing. The thing you're saying, valid point. I don't understand why there is no legal framework for just using anyone's likeness in this Sora 2. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. There definitely should be laws where you can't just take someone's likeness without their permission and make videos of them running around.
100%.
There's only a little bit of laws just because of I think there was a bunch of deep fakes of Taylor Swift. If you put Taylor Swift in AI, don't do it. Don't do it. You're just going to mess up your whole algorithm. It's just going to be porn. That's all it's going to be. Yeah. So people are doing a bunch of deep fakes with Taylor Swift. And then finally Taylor Swift hey, stop doing that. And, they had to pull down stuff and whatever. They had to do the whole thing. But
I was worried that there was going to be a negative reaction once you spoke up, but I'm happy that they seem to have gotten rid of most of it.
But it sucks because it's only a celebrity had to get them to stop doing that when people are doing that and they're taking their classmates. Teenagers are taking their classmates and putting deep fakes on their classmates, on teenagers. That's
number one reason why I don't post my children.
Exactly.
I see my friends out here with their newborns. I'm like, ooh, now in 25? No,
I've been seeing a lot of people post their kids, and I had a friend who wasn't posting her kid for the longest time and started posting like more like showing angles of the kid,
Yeah.
but like
Not
showing
direct
this
head
part
on.
of the face and this part of the face, and I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Like the AI is gonna figure out. Like it's not stupid. The AI is creating a composite of the face in 3D because you keep showing different angles, and it's just like, oh yeah, so that's the top right. Got you. This is bottom left. Okay, we got
bet.
it.
Yo, making AI say okay, bet is nasty.
Oh yeah.
What? I think my favorite of my friends when they put up their kids and they put that big giant sticker on their kid's face. Like here's the this, here's that, here's the room. Big sticker. You ain't getting the face.
Also,
you want the face? Come see me. Come see the kid in real life.
Can I say there's like a friend of a friend that I follow. I mean, I hope they don't. I mean, if they watch,
you already started talking about it. This is you.
Yeah, but so they posted their kid having like a tantrum, and then they posted like 4 or 5 stories in a row of their kid like obviously going through something. And then in the story they wrote, sometimes we show the good times, but we have to show the bad times. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe if you stopped filming this kid while they're having a tantrum, they wouldn't be, because you have to understand. Now, let me just ask you guys, in a world where you are having, or you are upset and you are not able to convey your emotions and you're kind of having a freak out moment and someone is just in your face with a camera filming you.
Do you even know what a camera is at that point?
I don't know, but either way,
someone's recording
all I know, Jaws,
to hold it up against you. Like this is worse than like, hey, this is my baby in their underwear from back in the day.
No, but Jaws, all I know is instead of helping this child, you're just filming the freak out. That's my problem.
I'll give you context.
I was gonna say, isn't basically like tantrums and oil fire. You just gotta let them get through it. Like, there's not much you could really do. You can't.
I mean, I wouldn't film it though.
No, yeah, don't film it. That's
what I'm saying. This person's filming this child not doing okay. That seems problematic to me.
Or you get down next to them and have a tantrum with them.
But sorry, Skinny, hit us.
All right, go Skinny.
I'm not gonna film it. I will say in context, the parents may have reached said point where, all right, I'm gonna bust it down. We live in a world where we cannot give our children the old good old licks. You know,
right.
We can't do that.
No.
So in a world, and they know
they snatching kids now.
No, but but the thing is, they know. The children know.
Yeah.
From jump, they know. So
kids know how to use the phone earlier now.
So your forget phone, just everything. So your kid is having a tantrum, and it could be because you're just like, no, I'm not giving you a popsicle. It's 10 a.m.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
and then you have to, and it's the third time you're dealing with it in the week,
right? And then you're trying to redirect, and then they're just like, oh, and now they're throwing shit, and then they're breaking your stuff and coloring on the wall, and then for just no reason, looking at you dead in your face and just straight peeing. And this is not context. This is not things that have actually happened. But this is just like examples of things that they could do because they know that you can't do nothing. At some point, the more evil people are going to film it. That's messed up. But when you're like, well, if I can't, nah, B.
I got to get it out.
That is
my kids are able to just do whatever and let it out. Like, I got to let it out somehow, and I cannot. I'm not going to beat my child.
Message.
Beat my child. I am making sure this child is raised to be a normal human being.
Right.
Them is not the way to go.
Right. Meanwhile, this nigga's looking you dead in the face, me like, oh yeah, run that.
I think the thing that no one ever tells you about being a parent is that your whole job is to make sure that they don't come out screwed up. And
ideally,
to be fairly honest, we've been on this planet for thousands of years. We still have not figured it out yet. There's no manual on how, hey, if you do it this way, they're not going to be messed up. Because then we look at the manual 10 years later, 5 years later, that's not right. Get that out of here. And we try it again.
And half the time, the people writing the manuals, their kids are the ones that are so messed up because they ran all these weird tests on their kid to be like, okay, if I don't give you ice cream for 3 months, what happens to you when I give it to you every day for a week? It's like, what are you talking about?
couple of my friends told me coming up when they had kids earlier because they were like mid-20s and stupid. They were like, "Yo, man, don't do it, man. Don't have kids." I realized all them people who said that to me, A, is because they went ahead and did that way before they were ready mentally.
Yeah.
And B, because they realized later that they can't actually they're kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they were both like, "Wait, what? But my damn."
Yeah.
And now
I saw the belt, why can't you? Well,
no, but not just that. You think about it. You're mentally not prepared or mature yet to be capable of raising this little human. And here you have this little human who's most likely at this point probably smarter than you. And again, popsicle situation. I'm 40 out here, so I can probably compose myself, figure out a plan, redirect, as I've learned from, wifey over here. To redirect is a big thing, but redirect doesn't always work. A kid who dropped out of high school who's been working at McDonald's doesn't know about redirection.
Yeah.
So you're just like, what am I? Yeah,
that's hard. No, honestly, I that's why I mean, when I was younger, I was just like I was with my ex at the age where everyone was having kids around us, and we were like, "Yo, do you want to have?" Like we were talking about it, and I was just like, I mean, I had other issues because I was like, I don't even think I want to marry you, so let alone have a kid with you.
Brian's like, I'll shoot up the club, but
no, but it was like, I don't know if you're it. Like that was a major issue. So
like, if I shoot up the club here, what's the gonna be like 2 to 3 years?
You got it. Like I'm like,
she has a dead plant. She didn't even want to take out the curb.
Yo, I came to this weird realization that's gonna sound so morbid and terrible, but like from just experience, you're not the one if you didn't have a mom, and not like on some sad Bambi shit. I'm talking about like if mom's just said one day, "Peace," like that meme where the kid disappears. Yeah. if you're a product of that, we can't.
Yeah, it's like a whole different set. Yeah.
Any situation where it's the reverse and the father's not present, like jail, left, just not around, so on. Because I've dated all of these examples.
You're like, you have a checklist. You're just like, okay, the dad wasn't there, and this.
Unfortunately, if Papa Bear has passed, chances are their relationship was strong, and you got yourself a good one. But every other situation, oh my god, because then you got the morbid, unemotional joint. You got the can't really convey feelings and or just regular, I mean. My boy Mike K might know a few examples of these. All to say.
Oh man. Yeah, Mike just wrote to us. You might already be filming a cute moment when suddenly you switch to a meltdown real quick. I mean, sure. I'm just gonna let you know though, the person I'm talking about, that's not what happened. I watched 5 videos. I'm clicking through stories, and this person was just filming their child having a meltdown and trying to give like inspirational messages over the like angered child, being like, sometimes you have to show what it's really like being a parent. It's just like, no, you don't. Go take care of your kid. Why are you filming them in this angry state? And like writing things like, it must be hard to have such big emotions but not able to communicate. Maybe they are trying to communicate. You know how? You know why? Because you're not listening, because you're behind a phone with a phone in their face filming them. Like, that's a problem to me.
Also, them the type of parents that name their kids Apple.
Oh my god.
No, but come on.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, that's fair. I 100% agree.
I think they already said like you could be messing up your kids just by being on your phone around them, like as babies. And
well, yeah,
you're just on your phone like this, and they're watching. You're like, hey, you're not focusing. I know you're not focusing.
Yeah.
And they get like, well, this is weird.
Lonnie's such a screen head. Hold on, let me show you. This isn't mine. This is hers. She's 4. She's 4.
Oh wow.
But then, that's it. Like it's like young kids developing a connection to this tech. That's why, and it's so weird because there's so many different school of thoughts when it comes to it. Because it's like, well, if you don't give them a tablet, they're going to be left behind because everyone else has one. But if you give them one, there's like this, like Jaws is saying, there's kind of like a divide because there's a screen between you and the child.
Yeah, no,
or a camera between you and the child.
I'm also saying when like the baby's sitting there not on the phone, just chilling, and you're chilling with the baby, but you're on your phone.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Your baby's watching you, like, whoa, what the? That's
yeah,
weird.
but that's what I'm saying. Like from their perspective, there's always something in between you and them, so they learn like, oh, this is normal behavior for me to be holding this and to have this other thing in between. And it's going to be interesting in 20 years to see what the connections are like with all AI and screens. Like that's going to be crazy to see. I don't know what movies and culture is going to be like, but it's going to be interesting.
I don't want to see it, but I will have to see it.
I'm trying my hardest to like pay attention to like random videos I'm seeing now. Like there's one with like a cat jumping on a chandelier and the family's having dinner at the bottom. And I'm like, oh, that looks messed up. And I have to look at it harder because I'm like, okay, where did the chandelier go? It's not there anymore.
Oh, it's AI.
The whole dinner spread is not getting messed up as the cat lands on it. This girl's hand is still messed up. Like
full circle, that brings us back to Sora. Sora 2 is doing these AI videos, and everyone needs to be mindful and careful when they're watching stuff online. And also to the people who are sending videos to Zelda, Robin Williams' daughter, stop doing that shit. That's weird. It's weird. Why are you sending videos to her of her dead father? I don't even understand the thought process behind it.
Isn't this amazing? I'm gonna help. And it's like,
don't know you. But like, at what point is it amazing to send this girl videos of her dead father? I don't.
No, people are just messed up. That's not a nice thing.
People
did that deliberately to be mean. That's not a
either to be mean or they think they're being nice, and it's just hard. Like we do things that we think is
no,
nice,
but that's what I'm saying, Josh.
Nice
even the idea of doing it to be nice. How? I do not understand how you can think it could be nice to send someone videos of their dead parent. Like in what way? Like.
Oh, like when Kanye did the AI thing and sent it to his wife. Do you remember that?
Did he?
What did he do?
So he made an AI video of Kim Kardashian's dead dad. Saying like, "Oh, hey, you're so awesome."
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
I forgot about that.
And at the end of it, he's like, "And you should forgive your husband."
That might have been a deliberate like middle finger to her too.
God. Anyways, that is speaking of Kanye and hip hop, Mass Appeal and Marvel are teaming up for a comic book series called Legend Has It. They're going to be featuring 7 hip hop legends in this kind of world where they're going to have powers and everything. It's kind of crazy. Nas, DJ Premier, Ghostface Killah, Mobb Deep, Raekwon, Big L, De La Soul, and Slick Rick are all going to be a part of it. If you go to Mass Appeal's IG, you can actually see images of them now. I'm even going to try and pull up the cover because the cover...
I was going to say it might be a little bit better than, was it The Punisher and Eminem?
Oh, Lord.
If you remember that comic crossover.
Please no.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Eminem and Barracuda.
I know at one point they were doing a lot of hip-hop covers because I have the 2 Marvel hip-hop cover books. Which are really cool because it's like hip hop meets Marvel comics and they like redid classic covers with hip hop characters. But this one is an actual story where these people are going to have like powers and stuff.
Ghostface makes sense.
Ghostface is a pretty good one. His power is kind of like he has invisibility. De La Soul, plug 1, plug 2, and plug 3 can merge to become like a strong guy, but separately they have different powers. Nice. Big L is like the pen is mightier than the sword. He's like a wordsmith power. Like there's like a whole thing. So if you go on Mass Appeal, it breaks down. They have like their cards and it breaks down all their powers and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I've been really excited. So the comic is going to probably release at New York Comic Con, which I think is coming this weekend or in October 10th. Yeah. So New York Comic Con is this weekend. So they're going to drop issue 1 and then they're going to officially drop it a little bit later. I'm very excited to get a copy. I already put in my request to my comic shop. So if you guys are looking for something cool to read, I would highly recommend checking it out. It's going to be dope. It's going to be crazy. What else did we have? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Chrome Alone 2 has dropped a teaser for the short that's going to be available with the SpongeBob SquarePants upcoming animated movie.
Yeah, on the 19th of October, I think. The teaser is pretty cool. It's definitely a Christmas kind of motif kind of thing. So the brothers, this is based off of Mutant Mayhem, that version of the Turtles. and they're walking the streets, out in the open because they're cool with everybody like that now, and they're trying to get a gift for Splinter, basically. So they're all trying to talk to each other about what they want to get for their dad for Christmas, and it's definitely a reference to the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live Xmas VHS from back in the day. So that's what I was trying to get at when I was talking to Doc.
That's crazy.
The one where they look super scary with the eyes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So there's that. They come across a store, and there's a commercial on it for the Tubular Tortoise Karate Warriors, and it's with Nardo, Ralph, Danny, and Mark. Cool thing though, they're fighting a character called Chrome Dome in it. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
And the name of and so they're like, hey, shouldn't we be making money off of this? Because they're literally kind of ripping us off, but they're just different enough where they don't have to pay them. And the name of the company that's ripping them off is called the Authentic Imitations Toy Company.
AI toy, terrible.
So there's a lot of little funniness and stuff like that. So I guess they got a lot of beef with them. So it's like, yo, we got to handle this, and they're like, okay, we gotta go to Jersey. And the title card comes up, and the full name of the short is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Chrome Alone 2 Lost in New Jersey. Right. And the Chrome Alone 2 logo looks like the Lost in New York Home Alone 2 logo. So.
A lot of nods. It's gonna be nuts.
Cool. I hope it sounds like it's gonna be fun.
I'm wondering if it's gonna be one of those things where people will go to the SpongeBob just to see that and then leave, or if they're just gonna wait because eventually they'll drop it online or something. But you know how some people be. Some people, when the trailers for like Star Wars were coming out, people were buying tickets, watching the trailers, and walking out. So you never know.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna like now. What tickets are? What, $20? Like
yeah, true.
$15 to $20. I'm staying.
I got a regular popcorn, a drink, and the movie ticket the other day when I went to see $26. Yeah. And that was at the like Cinestar, like the local small theater. Not even.
Oh
like,
wow!
Yeah,
my nigga, your shit cost a $3.50.
Yeah, $26 for a ticket, a popcorn, and a drink.
You can get a solid blunt pre-roll at the SDQC for cheaper than that.
That's nuts.
That's messed up.
Hey man, I would have snuck in my own popcorn and drink, but I was trying to support because these theaters
I would support Cinestars. I would definitely.
Yeah, because Cinestar is smaller than Cineplex, and we've seen what happens. Everything. Yeah, like we saw what happened to Guzzo. Like a bunch of their theaters have had to close because they just can't compete. And I don't want Cineplex to have a monopoly in Montreal because once they have a monopoly in like the three major cities, the prices are going to go up even more. Because if they get a monopoly in Montreal, Toronto, and Vancouver, they're not going to care. They're just going to raise the prices. So we need smaller theaters to compete so that people know there's an option. So like try a Guzzo and try a Cinestar when you have a trans. Hell, try Cinema Modern Cinema, I guess you can call it in English, or the Museum Cinema, Cinema Beaubien, or Cinema a Park in Montreal. Because they sometimes have the same movies that are playing at those theaters. They also have cheaper popcorn. Because when I went to see Highest to Lowest, I only paid $4 for my popcorn and my drink. Just a heads up, instead of $26. So just food for thought. Anyways, that's all the news we had. We got a bunch of shows and stuff to talk about. I'm ready to talk about Absolute Batman because I was holding back when we talked about it a little bit before.
Let's go before I gotta go. Let's get it.
Absolute Batman. I was saying to Jaws before, it is super interesting what they're doing over there in the Absolute universe. Absolute Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, Martian Manhunter, and Absolute Evil. They're doing some crazy shit. They're like, I thought I knew things were gonna be crazy when I started reading Absolute Batman, but I don't know if Skinny, did you see how big he is?
Yeah, bro, I've seen everything because I watch, like, I read it, but then I also like get it explained through Comics Explained, and Yeah, he's big. He's a construction worker. He's brooding.
But did you see his size? Like his size and weight?
Yeah.
He's 6'9", 421 pounds.
Yeah.
That's
what?
Batman.
Bruce Wayne is
Batman.
No, Bruce, they essentially made him his build that he is in Dark Knight Returns. But not as a 50-year-old man.
True, that is a good point. Yeah, he does 21. Have that like stocky, huge. Yeah.
Yo, actually, listen, Wendell, you know Wilson Fisk in the Spider-Man Across the Universe?
Oh yeah.
How big he is?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like a wall with a face.
Yeah,
that's essentially Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, that is how Batman looks.
A wall with a face.
That is ridiculous. I'm looking at the picture right now. This is
crazy big.
So I know a lot of people are very excited for issue 13. If you've been reading the comic book, that's going to be the appearance of Selena Kyle, Catwoman. She's on they already showed the cover art. People are, the like nasty nerds out there are just like very ready to thirst trap over her. But it's a pretty standard picture if you ask me.
Just real quick, Absolute Batman looks like the Mask. He's built like the Max.
Max.
Remember that?
Yeah, purple and yellow. Yeah. Basically, built.
So, Skinny, what are your thoughts first before I jump in? Because I have a lot of thoughts, and
Okay, the whole thing with Black Mass at first, I thought that was crazy because those guys were just off the chain. They were my thoughts. I love that the Rogues Gallery are all his that's his man's them. They're all his friends.
Yeah, he grew up with them. They're all his crew.
So where I'm at with it, it's like Bane is in the process of just mashing everything up.
Oh, okay. So you're at like issue 11,
ruining everything for Batman. And so to kind of really break it down, Batman at first takes down Black Mass, and Black Mass is like, he offers him a deal, essentially.
Yeah.
And Batman's like, nah, B. He's like, no, but like, you take the deal. And he's like, nah. Yeah. He's like, okay, you're not gonna want it. Okay, because you think I'm bad. What they're gonna send after me, which this was not necessarily told to him, but you find out after, is gonna be way worse.
Can I interject real quick on that? If you read Absolute Evil, there's a panel where they're talking about all the different heroes, and they go, and then we have the problem in Gotham, and then the Joker is there, and he's just like, he didn't take the money, and I'm like, oh God, the way they wrote this panel, because I don't know if you know, but the Joker in this universe is like a psychopath who doesn't laugh. Like that's a big element of his thing. He doesn't laugh. He's always serious. He tells no jokes. So I don't know if they're gonna play on that. For some reason, they call him the Joker, even though he doesn't joke. So
I thought he was a guy that laughs, but he just doesn't smile when he laughs. So he's even more scarier.
No. There's like a whole thing where at one point someone's talking and he's just like, they're just like, this guy has to be kidding, and the other guy goes, he never kids.
Oh yeah, and in the Justice League one, there, nigga, he's not playing.
Yeah, and I was just like, and I gotta say, his speech to convince everyone to start the Justice League was funny. Anyways, sorry.
Right. So, he doesn't take the money. So who they send in is, I'm gonna quickly run through this. They run in Bane. Bane comes in and starts. Oh wow! So he takes all of Bruce Wayne's friends. That is the Riddler and everybody.
Yeah.
And
Penguin, like Ozzy,
everybody.
Yeah.
And he just fucking breaks them. Breaks them. He does something where he pushes Riddler's eyes so far back into his head that like he needs goggles to see.
He's like connected to a computer.
Killer Croc gets turned into Killer Croc by being experimented on, but that's because he's sent to Arkham. Arkham Asylum isn't Arkham Asylum. Arkham is just like where they just take you and experiment on you. And
they're called it's Arc M. Like there's
thank you.
Yeah, there's like multiple arcs, and this is Arc M.
Yeah,
like the 13th one, and I was like, oh Jesus, how many more of these have they done?
So they have Arc M. Bane, I guess, works for them or is established within there. Man, at one point they capture Batman because he goes in looking for Killer Croc. They at one point capture Batman and blind him? What do they do at first? That was really what?
Yeah, at first Bane beats the G's. Like when he. So one of the things about Absolute Batman is the bat symbol on his chest is an axe.
Fucking axe.
It's not just a bat symbol. Like he can take it off and use it as an axe.
Like that King Arthur show when they had the weapon on his chest?
Oh yeah, the weapon was on his chest. Yeah.
Yeah, the axe.
Arthur and the Knights of Justice.
Thank you.
But like Bane just like laughs. Is like, oh, you and your toys. It's like, and dude, the craziest part about Bane is when you meet Bane the first time, the version you see isn't even Bane on the juice yet.
Nah, that's his regular Bane fucking niggas up. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like
It's
I'm gonna show
regular
you guys.
Bane. It's a regular ass man beating the bejesus out of Batman. Batman escapes. He's like, nah, B. Then puts the venom in Batman.
Yeah,
Batman escapes. Nah, B. Cuts the nigga's legs off
yeah.
and arms. Fucks him up like nah, B. And then he's like, I think the last point I saw, Batman's like a half cyborg. Like, where are you, Brian? Because yeah. At one point, they do a bunch of tests on him, and they leave the bat suit for him to see to be like, "Do you want to take the challenge?" And he like takes the suit, puts the suit on, and tries to escape again. Gets his ass handed to him. And then this. So what I have on the screen right now, if you guys are listening to this at like the hour mark, there's like a picture I posted up of Bane. And this is Bane without the venom. The guy you're seeing on the screen is like a huge... He's like, again, like how Skinny was describing Batman as Kingpin. Picture Kingpin bigger than that again. From across the Spider-Verse. Like just a bigger thing with a smaller head. Shirtless, by the way. Oh. So just these massive man boobies. But like
it's like his shirt is his pants goes all the way up to his chest.
Yeah, he's urkling it real hard.
Yeah. Gotta do it.
But this is him not on the vet. Like he's not even using venom in that shot. And that's the thing that's really scary. Like you start to realize, oh, this might be a problem. Like this is gonna be an issue.
Might be a problem?
Yeah.
Fuck you mean? Listen, the way the guy made Two-Face, ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Ridiculous.
Like
he just beat the side of that side of his body to mush.
Yeah, just the one side. It's
like
insane.
So no acid. Just wham against the wall.
Yeah.
Fan.
Like cracked his skull and stuff.
Dude, I was watching and reading this, and I was like, "There's no way."
For Penguin, what he did was
broke every bone in his body.
He broke every bone in his body without breaking or damaging any organs.
Yeah. So he just crushed everything around it.
So who's the person doing this? Is just Bane?
It's Bane. It's Bane. Just
he's doing it and letting them know that it's because of Bruce. So these niggas, when they're barely alive and come back, go after Bruce.
Yeah.
It's sick. I don't care about DC, and I'm just like, wow.
So it's Nightfall, but like worse.
Yeah, because the thing is, he's setting it up so that these people all hate Bruce. And when you're reading the comic at first, you get a sense of like, you kind of get worried. At least I was like, yo, is he about to tell everybody who he is? Because they keep like asking him questions. And Waylon, who's Killer Croc, is like one of his closest friends because he's a boxer and he like trains with him and stuff. And Waylon's just like, yo, Bruce, what happened to Matches? Because this all starts with Matches Malone, who usually is one of Bruce's alter egos. In the comic book is one of the kids that grew up with them. So you have Harvey, Two-Face, you have Penguin, you have Killer Croc, you have Selina, and you have
Edward.
Riddler, Enigma. And then you have Matches. And you find out that from the beginning, real quick, Bruce's dad is dead. His dad was a teacher.
Yeah.
And as the teacher in the school, he took them to the museum. The zoo. Thank you. Sorry. He took them to the zoo. And when he was at the zoo, that's when he dies. And the reason he dies is because he went back in for Matches. But then Bruce is also convinced, the reason my dad dies is because I decided to go to the zoo. So all these kids are living with the trauma of having caused the death of Mr. Wayne. And Matches feels bad. So he spends all the time trying to make it up to Bruce, which is why when Bruce asked him to help him get ID to go into Arkham, instead of getting the ID, Matches went himself. And when he came back to give Bruce the ID and to tell him what he saw, that's when he like died in front of him. Oops. And that's the first time you meet Mr. Freeze, who is essentially like creating zombies.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy how this all plays.
Freeze, I didn't see him yet, but yeah, they're.
Oh, but Mr. Freeze is before Bane.
See, I didn't see Mr. I guess I missed Mr. Freeze, but
shit. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Mr. Freeze is before Bane. It's insane.
Well, Bane is. I don't know how they're gonna end this Bane thing because he's basically unstoppable.
Yeah, he's like Juggernaut. You can't stop this dude once
when I say he jokingly just cut a dude's leg off, and you're just like, but that's Batman, bro.
So it's like Bane hush now. I guess that's what it's kind of feeling like.
I don't
like. I know who you are, Bruce, and I'm gonna mess with everybody that knows you.
Everyone knows who Bruce is. That's the craziest part.
Everybody knows he's Batman.
Bruce talks too much.
Yeah. You need to shut the fuck up, Bruce. Like, I don't know.
Also, Bruce didn't get raised rich. Bruce is like, first of all, the Batmobile is the truck that they use at construction sites.
Oh, okay. Like I was going to say it was just a regular Civic or something.
Nah, dude. Because he works in construction, he like decked out one of the construction trucks and turned that into the Batmobile. So he just drives around in like a tank of a car, like a tank of a truck. It's insane. It is off. Like, this is what I was telling Wendell before, Jaws. I was saying, like, it's wild as a comic book to read.
Absolute Superman just seems like he's just a rage baby. I don't understand.
I don't fuck with Absolute Superman.
Absolute Flash, I skipped. I haven't caught any of that.
Absolute Wonder Woman is fantastic.
She's a demon?
No, Absolute Wonder Woman she was taken from the Amazons, and instead of being raised on the island, she was raised by Circe, the witch, in hell.
All right.
And she was raised on an island, and essentially taught how to be a witch her whole life. And throughout her whole life, the gods keep coming to the island when she's a kid and just giving her random tests. So there's one point where you're reading the comic book and like there's literally, she's drawn like a child, like a 4 or 5 year old. And Circe and she comes in and she's like, Mama, the goddess is outside. And she's just like, okay, time to get you ready. And then like they keep having panels of Circe being like, it's too soon, and you just see a 5-year-old wearing armor and being sent out. You see 5-year-old like Wonder Woman Diana being sent out to do missions for Artemis, and Artemis doesn't even care. Like at one point they have this exchange between Artemis and Wonder Woman as a child, and she's just like you can see Wonder Woman's face is like, I know you don't like me. She's just like, it's not that I don't like you. I just need to test you. And she's just like, okay. And then she tells her, I need you to take this and throw it into the water. And she like, whatever the thing is, random thing that she's making her throw. So she throws it into the water and she's just like, okay. And then they keep talking. And then she's like, okay, I need you to go get that back. And she's just like, but the Hydra's in there. She's just like, yes, dear, that's where the Hydra is. And she makes the child go into the water.
That's cold. Oh my god.
And she tells her, hey, make sure you use the right weapon. So she comes back with, it was a sphere. So she comes back with the sphere and gives it to the goddess, and the goddess is just like, okay, good job. And she's just like, and then she takes the sphere and she takes something else and goes back in the water. And the goddess is like, where are you going? She's like, you told me to use the right weapon. And the weapon for this one wasn't a weapon at all. It was to bargain. So whatever she bargained with the Hydra, she made a deal with the Hydra not to hurt her, but she exchanged something. And Artemis was just like, this is why I like you, because you think differently than me. And the whole point is like, Wonder Woman, like Diana as a child, even then knew like, I don't have to kill everybody. I can figure out how to work with people. So it's very interesting. Yeah. But there's some
bargains part, like, yo, come back and play with me in this water because no one's.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Like Aquaman 1, yo, you're the only person that talked to me. What the hell?
All you see is her go back into the water. I don't know what happens, but there's like other scenes where she like fights people and
this 4-year-old beating a Powerpuff Girl, just beating up people.
She doesn't have her arm.
What?
Like her arm is magical. The arm, like her right arm is she loses her arm. I don't know how she lost her arm yet.
One of them tests, nigga. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I failed that one. No, right on.
Yeah.
Well, how do I get back another?
But, like,
get up. It's just
at
bleeding, whatever.
At one point, I guess the spell she was using for her arm wears off, or something pulls the arm off. So she has to do the spell to bring her arm back. And so she like covers herself in blood and starts doing like weird witch magic, and you're reading this and you're like, this is fucked up, man.
Okay. It's like that time I watched Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the new one. I was like,
oh yeah,
right.
yeah.
You're right about that.
You're like, I don't fuck with this demon shit. Yeah, that's
Bring
honestly
back the talking cat.
Yeah, no, skinny. That exact thing from Sabrina. That it's her covered in blood, like doing enchantments in Greek and like praying to the goddesses and asking the goddesses for different things. And you're like, what the fuck am I reading?
What was that movie where the girl got possessed by the demon? I don't even like saying the name of it, but you remember that movie?
Yeah. Yo, it's crazy.
So many movies. Which movie?
I was gonna say, but I was like,
blonde girl where she was all like talking up against the wall. You know what I'm talking
Jennifer's
about.
Body? No,
not Jennifer's Body. It was a 90s movie and it looked super grungy. It was grunge era. It's grunge era. And the actress is never seen again after that movie. And it was,
I don't even know which one you're talking about. It's just
don't want to
there's
Google
so many, but
try not to Google that Sarah stuff because it's October and Halloween, and you know how the
veil is thin. The veil is thin.
You do that shit. Next, you know,
I'm gonna watch The Crow soon. Don't worry about it. All Halloween and All Hallows Eve. No one ever talks about November 1st. Remember that?
Yeah.
Niggas got
All Souls Day. That's it. All Souls
Day. There's a bunch of skeletons on my stream. I'm like, fam, it's not even Thanksgiving. Can I see it?
Yo, dude, don't even start because we program holiday music for clients, and some of them are asking for their Christmas music. One company asked for their Christmas music October 15th, and my colleague at work had to tell them, "Hey, yo, don't do that." Like she had to write. She had to write in the email.
Canadian or you're not.
She had to write in the email very politely, but she had to essentially tell them, like, I do not recommend you doing this.
People are going to hate you.
And like she gave a bunch of reasons why.
Workers are going to hate you, and people are going to hate you.
I was straight right out. Ayo. ... Nah, dog.
Skinny, is this the movie Possession of Emily?
Possession of. No, that one came out in the early 2000s.
Okay.
Is it Dog? No,
it's
not Dogma.
Sorry, Lee J. It's not Carrie.
No, it's not Carrie.
That was 70s.
Yeah,
not.
And even the remake is still not. Yeah.
Hold on, I might have to ask the wife. She watched it.
Why don't you just put it away? Put it away. Just put it away. You don't even have to worry about it.
You know what? I'm putting it out of the way.
Yeah,
I'm not doing hot
it away.
Then you're gonna have like me 11 o'clock on the couch, and Demon's gonna be like, dip, my window.
That insidious demon just.
Oh my god,
that was the worst one.
Yo, don't even play. Too much.
Real quick, the other day I'm in my basement at 3 a.m.
Oh Lord,
for whatever reason, chilling there watching YouTube videos, and I think to myself like, fam, I'm in this creepy ass basement, and it's 3 a.m. That's exactly the point where wild demon shit happens.
Yo,
what the fuck is my scary ass doing now?
Did I ever tell you guys about when I used to work in the hospital? I used to work in the hospital at the top of the mountain.
Oh no,
night shifts, and there's one time where the lights go out. And I'm walking down a corridor, and there's only light at the other end of the corridor. And yes, because it's late, and it's those damn fluorescents, and I have to get to that end of the hallway. So this is why when people ask me, why do you carry a flashlight on your keychain all the time now? Because of this.
Oh shit.
So I'm walking down this hallway with like essentially blind. Like all I can see is this light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm just like, and I'm trying to remind myself that I don't believe in ghosts, but it doesn't stop you from being scared. All of a sudden, I hear a sound. I literally almost jump out of my body. It's the cleaning guy in the room in the middle, and I'm just like, yo, dude, why are there no lights in this hallway? He's just like, I turned them off. I'm like, why? He's just like, no one's here. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Why do you need the lights in the halls? I'm like,
Hector, if you don't put them goddamn lights back on.
Me, who's scared as hell, is just like, I hate this man who's trying to save the planet. Just give me the damn light. Burn the electricity. I don't care.
Just give me the damn light.
Yo.
Oh, wow.
Anyways.
Wasting electricity. Wasting power's wasting money.
Oh my god. As if this man needed to care about the hospital wasting money on the one light at night. Anyways. But yeah, if you guys are looking
for fluorescents, aren't they more energy efficient?
Yeah, and they flicker like crazy. Anyways, if you guys are looking for some good comics to read, check out Absolute Batman. I would also highly recommend Ultimate Spider-Man, which is the other universe. Marvel is doing their kind of retelling, and I mentioned it earlier. Ultimate Spider-Man is set in a world where Peter only becomes Spider-Man in his 30s after he's married with 2 kids.
Wow.
And his son, Richard, instead of Spider-Man having the symbiote, Venom, Venom symbiote is his son's suit.
Ooh.
And the suit is like protects him. So it's like super, super interesting comic book. Like, so if you guys are looking for some fun stuff, I'd highly recommend those 2 for alternate stuff. Speaking of superhero stuff, Gen V. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to catch up on Gen V, but I highly recommend it. The Boys continues to be a very interesting show, and Gen V is kind of a crazy continuation with younger heroes. Very dark, very fun. We're finding out some really cool stuff about the backgrounds of a lot of these characters. I kind of want them to flesh out a bit more on certain things because I feel like it almost feels like they're running out of landing space. Like they're like, oh, we gotta wrap this stuff before we end the season, but we're also trying to stay connected to the whole world. So it's going to be interesting where they go next. And then that's my take on Gen V. Jaws, I know you wanted to talk about Dear Girls. Do you still want to talk about it, or you want to save it?
I could save it.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah.
I love the show because I watched the first and second season. I haven't watched the rest, so I'd be interested in hearing because you watched the full series.
I think the rest is just an hour wrap up special. I think.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah.
Damn. Okay, I didn't know that's what they did. Okay.
If I remember right, yeah, that's what they did. It was like 2 seasons. It's 3 series, but I think the 3rd series is basically. Oh no, excuse me. 3rd series is 7 episodes. Let me double check here.
Okay. Because I would watch the rest of it because I like that show. There's that show and another show that I think of as like a spiritual successor to Deary Girls.
Oh, spiritual successor.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and remember the name of it now because I watched it a long time ago.
Oh no! Season 3 is a season, and then I think there's a separate like 1 hour special that kind of wraps up everything.
Is it like one of those like Christmas specials that they do? Like the Brits always do. Like, oh, we're gonna do.
Is it Chris? No, it's not Christmas time. I don't think it's.
No, okay. Because I know that's a British thing that they do. Like half of these shows have kind of like a random Christmas special, or they wrap up on the Christmas special. Like the show Ghosts had like a bunch of episodes and then had like a Christmas special. So, okay, I'll try and find it for you next time. But there is another British show that feels like Derry Girls. It's set in more modern time and is about a bunch of boys at a school.
Oh, okay.
And it's pretty funny. Like the lead guy is like Gwed. That's what it said. It's called. I found it. Gwed. G''WED. I'll try and find the description of it. Let's see. Comedy about working class Liverpudlian teenagers tackling big issues like grief, sex, diversity, and class differences. And it honestly, if you're looking for a double feature, Derry Girls and Gwed would probably be the 2. Like I would put those 2 shows together if I ran a network because they go really well together. Like the energy of like rambunctious teenagers is pretty funny. Very, very funny. And then, I mean, I'm going to hold off on one battle after another because I definitely would want Ness to be here because I know she saw it and she would definitely very much want to talk about it. So,
the Leonardo DiCaprio movie and Regina.
I liked it. I have some positive things to say. I have one comment to make, so we'll have to wait. Actually, I think I can make the one comment without spoiling anything. More Regina Hall, please. Just give us more Regina Hall.
What came up recently in my YouTube feed was her and Kevin Hart doing a bit on Zoom during the during the pandemic.
Okay.
So Kevin Hart calls her, and so she's like I don't know, she's hosting something, but she's got like a mask on and everything. She's at home, she's covered up. And Kevin's like, "What's going on? What are you doing?" She's like, I didn't have time to do anything, so I'm just covered up." I'm like, "No, let people see your beautiful face. Come on, Regina, come on." And so she takes off the mask and she has no makeup on and her hair's kind of a mess. And he's like, "Oh, come on, Regina." And she's like, No, I look terrible. No, Regina, come on. Who's a beautiful girl? I am. Who's a beautiful beautiful girl? Yeah, there you go, Regina. Yeah. And then
so funny.
And Kevin turns to the side. "Hey, babe, come see Regina. Her hair looks like it's parted in the middle, like it's like some messed up stuff going on." And like, "Kevin, I can hear you. You're not muted. Girl, come here. Come check how messed up Regina looks."
Damn.
Kevin, I can hear you. Kevin, I can hear you. No, I'm on. Don't worry, she can't hear me. I'm on mute.
Yeah,
so
honestly,
good.
The fact that she's so good in like Scary Movie all those years ago, and then you could have her in a movie like One Battle After Another, and she's like delivering with these like serious scenes. She's just a fantastic actress. So more of her, please. That's pretty much
more love to her.
Yeah,
that was 100%. Such a good bit, and just them kept. It's just like Kevin Hart's really good at like insulting people, and then he has to backtrack, and he's like, "No, I didn't do that."
But that's pretty much it, man. I think we went over everything. We have we talked comic books, we talked TV shows, we gave you guys news. That's the whole show. Oh, I wanted to mention, because I want to give a big shout out to these guys for having me on the show. Reasonable Troublemakers. I was on the episode that dropped yesterday. So if you guys want to go, I'm going to put the link in the description of this episode, so you guys can go check it out and listen to that right after this. Big shout outs to those guys. Geeking Out with Brian Holiday is the name of the episode. Episode of 29, I think. If I'm not, I'm gonna check real quick.
Good.
Reasonable Troublemakers.
Reasonable
Troublemakers. They like, it's so much fun making, like, doing the show with them too, because they're just fun guys to hang out with, is the thing.
Okay.
And I really genuinely want to thank them for having me on, because like we were supposed to do it a couple weeks ago and it didn't work out. Episode 89, not 29, 89. That's true. They've done over a year. They're almost like through their second year. That was it. We had that conversation that they're almost through their second year. Yeah. So episode 89, Geeking Out with Brian Holiday of the Reasonable Troublemakers, is available right now on all streaming, wherever you listen to podcasts. And I want to thank them for having me on the show. So shout outs to TT and Nate. And then I look forward to being back. And we should have those guys back on soon, because it was great having them last time. Having TT on, but we definitely should have Nate on too. Anything you want to tell the people, Jaws?
Check out Transformers Slag and the Toy Armada podcast with Aaron Archer on YouTube. And I think this weekend, on Sunday, I might be on Billy the Kid's Toy Reviews, talking up TFCon. That's coming up at the end of the month.
Okay, awesome. Guys, so that's it. That's the whole week. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back with another one soon. Peace, y'all. Have a good one.